Alright, we are in game 52.
Oh boy.
And last time you all had made friends with a giant spider. And hopefully that map will come up here in a moment.
Yep.
And the spider had led you to the knowledge stone, which was basically a like a city map, city directory. And Eric spent a little bit of time decoding the stone. And that's where we had left off.
We were near like the frozen city or something, trying to find one of the stars still up.
Yes, you are in the frozen part of the Nexus now. You were going to the Knowledge Stone to find out where the very next star stele would be.
Okay.
And just a second here to pull up the pins. And Eric, you'll be happy to know this will be the last session we're running advanced combat.
Why is that?
Long story short, we knew from the beginning that it was feature locked for 336, and Fantasy Grounds had made some change to rule set licenses, and the guy got a little upset over it and yanked it.
I see.
Some other it all had to do with Fantasy Grounds couldn't incorporate it because it was true open source, and you know, a little bit of the rule set being closed and encrypted, and it was just one big blow up. They some other guy has taken it over for 5e, but not for Pathfinder yet.
Okay.
Which, other than active token and the saves, that's all I'm really gonna miss. Okay, so you were making your way to the Knowledge Stone. The spider led you there. You decrypted it. And that's the story. And Eric, with all your intelligence, you were able to decipher the stone rather quickly. And no sooner do you get done, you know, figuring out the stone, you can hear the sound of magic, like a teleport spell is being activated.
Okay.
And you see within the room.
Oh, this is about to be fun.
Relax, he's just here to give us information. See, he's a tree of knowledge. You can tell that from the head.
No, definitely something. And sure, you can see one that appears down the ramp from you, and you can see this terrifying amalgamation of these chitinous scales, bloated flesh, unblinking eyes, and these writhing tentacles. And right off the bat, you do get a hostile vibe from them. So, let's roll for initiative.
Wow, can't even like buy him a drink or something.
Y'all friendly? You sure?
I mean, maybe if somebody's got a stick of butter and some frying oil, maybe, I don't know.
I don't think you should eat them, to be honest.
Some
Probably.
sort of,
You know what? I recommend against.
I don't know, but the French would make them into something. Escar or something.
Most likely. And he
1 second. What? So, did we wind up polymorphing the pallid mask yesterday? Isn't that what we did or something? Like, or did we not do that yet? I'm trying to remember because we're rested now. Apparently, we don't have any buffs up at all. What was the last thing that happened?
Do we rest for the night? Winter?
You know, honestly,
we are all fully healed.
yes, I am thinking you all probably did rest for the night.
Okay,
So
good.
let's assume we polymorphed the pallid mask into something not dangerous.
Could we assume that, and they just basically someone can keep him in the pocket the rest of the adventure if that's what they want?
we can certainly do that.
Because I mean, we can just throw spell after spell at it.
Or at a minimum, if I was investigating this, I'd have heroism and heightened awareness up. Rampage has his mutagen on right now, it looks like.
Yes, I do.
I'm guessing at a minimum you'd have Barkskin on yourself. Maybe not everyone else, but on yourself at this point.
Yeah, I would. I could put it on other people. I have 3 of them.
But would we have used all of them right now when not sure what's going to happen? Because it only lasts, like, what, 2.5 hours? So we might not have used it.
I haven't been available for like 2 months, so I'm not sure
No worries.
how many
I'll put it on
adventures you
yourself.
guys have played.
I wanted to assume that we have it on if this is the first thing we did in the morning.
Yes. You all rested and then left for the Knowledge Stone, which was, you know, probably a half-hour, 45-minute walk, and so it is first thing in the morning.
Well, I would have mage armor, but everything else, I don't really have any buffs.
I am Groot.
So you're Groot now.
I got the bark skin, so.
Oh, okay. We all got bark skin, or is that just a...
That's just me. I don't like anybody else then.
Oh, that makes sense.
I could put bark skin, but I'm the only Groot. I mean, there could be, I guess, Teen Groots.
We can...
Little Groots.
It's fine. I won't steal it from you. I won't try to be Groot, if that makes you feel better.
You could be Grootette.
Nope. Not doing that.
Okay, so everyone got their buffs up?
I think we have the ones that we probably have up. Given
I guess.
So.
I mean, I can put bark skin on other people. Should I put it on Poppy and
But if we wouldn't,
Melissa?
we probably wouldn't have that up at that point. At this point, is what we're saying.
Okay.
Like, we don't. Yeah. I mean, we'd be saving that for when we thought we needed it, not just like, okay, let's look at the stone and hope it spawns bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah, and the giant spider is your friend, although he's probably departing now.
Well, he's Enzo's friend.
He's my friend.
Everyone else is. He probably thinks Enzo travels with.
Where these things come
people.
from? Just like out of fucking portals?
Yeah, they just teleported right there.
Okay, well he can't get... To be fair, he might not be departing, but there's nowhere he can go, so it's not like he can come in here and help us anyway.
And he's gonna slide down.
Man, they rolled very good on F.
And yeah, it's quite obvious that they do have reach, like a lot.
It makes sense.
Great.
And it swings a tentacle at Poppy, which does manage to hit Poppy. And can I get you to make a fort save, please?
Maybe?
Yes, I'm gonna give it to you.
Sweet.
It's a trap.
Probably.
Save is 24.
In Curse of the Crimson Throne, I want to be Admiral Akbar. I'll play a rogue.
Well, let's see.
He goes
Yeah.
around the stone and attacks someone else.
No, actually, you're closer, and he doesn't even have to move.
Typical.
Was that... Oh god.
Sorry, guys.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Alright, fine. Whatever. I gotta make a saving throw, I assume.
Yes, you do need to make a saving throw, please. And you take some damage, and you know what? He's gonna swing at you with another tentacle and miss you.
Looks like he has quite a few, doesn't he?
Yes, he does, and he's gonna swing at a third one and call it quits. And Glissa would be down on the ground.
Couple questions. Are these guys evil outsiders?
No, they are not.
Okay.
They are aberrations.
What happens if I enlarge in this position here? Do I push people out of the way?
Yes, you would.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna raid.
Well,
and
I'm
enlarge.
small, so it probably wouldn't affect me. I think.
And for my free spell, I'll cast a mirror image on myself. Oh, whoops! Forgot I need to roll first. Oh, it's 2 plus how many?
I'm not sure
Oh, it should
offhand.
be 7, not 6. If you could change that for me.
On the mirror image.
Yeah, 7 instead of 6.
I got it.
And then I'm also enlarged if you want to make my icon bigger.
Yep, I can do that. And we're going to push Poppy back instead of into it.
Sure. Then I'm gonna.
Well, so much for that 5-foot step.
I'll let you take a 5-foot step just to be fair, Poppy.
And I'm gonna full attack.
I think it might literally be incorporeal. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'll give it a swing.
There's a word for that.
Is it incorporeal?
No, Poppy was. Sorry, Steph was asking if there was that for that. I don't think this is incorporeal.
No.
And
Yep.
Who were you attacking with those?
Outer God 13.
Alright, well, you didn't actually target them.
Oh, whoops.
How'd you untarget the mask? You did the actual rolls again. You said do the damage against them.
He might have dragged the number of attack things onto it.
Ah,
Yeah, I normally do. I don't know why I didn't roll the damage on them.
interesting. It's not hurting them for some reason.
What do you mean?
I dragged the damage onto these guys, and they're taking 0 damage.
Yeah, I dragged it too.
See? Healthy.
Okay.
Are they immune to his damage?
What the fuck?
He literally seems to be hitting with almost every damage type available, short of elemental. So
That didn't seem to do anything either.
Okay, that is...
So this encounter just got suckier.
It's not applying it. What the fuck?
That worked.
I did the save. Okay, guys. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna restart Fantasy Grounds and turn off Advanced Combat.
Well, it is on 3.7 right now, so that might have broken it.
Yeah, I've done tests with it on 5e and haven't had any trouble, but Pathfinder might be different, and I really meant to turn it off before we started, so gonna restart. None of that would matter.
So how many of you guys are going to be playing in the Curse of the Crimson?
I was planning on it.
Any idea what character classes you're all going to play?
Probably gonna either revert back to Barbarian or I might do Blood Rage.
Well, they're just very good. They're very fun.
I was thinking about playing a straightforward cleric.
Also good choice.
You never have enough clerics. It seems like nobody ever
I think
wants to
actually
play.
no. I think there is a limit. You can actually have too many clerics. It's like too many cooks. No, it's not like too many, because you can literally never have too many cooks. But I think you can have too many clerics.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
You can never have enough.
I'm fairly sure you could have too many clerics.
No, you can't have enough. 12, 13 clerics. It's all good.
I guess if you don't want to ever fight it or kill anything, I guess it's that.
Well,
And you all should be good to reconnect if it hasn't started already for you.
Reconnecting.
I think I'm connecting.
Yeah, everyone's connecting at once.
Just having trouble connecting on my. Oh, there we go. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm also having trouble.
Seem to be back in. Character selection is not populated.
Give it a minute.
It's gonna be super slow. Literally, this many people joining at the same time, it always has this issue.
Yeah, you know, I'm pumping out 2.5 meg a second according to my network meter.
Get like a supercomputer network and, you know, 1 gigabyte a second cable then.
Oh my god, I'd love to have gigabit internet.
You're not having that where you live, man.
Nope.
I was watching this guy. They became like, apparently there was like a new ISP in their area, and they got in with them. They like knew them. They got a like the type of line you get from ISP to ISP, into their building. So they have 5 gigabit.
Holy crap.
And then internally they have 10. Yeah.
Yeah, for a while, I have spent a lot of time figuring out, well, why is Fantasy Grounds running so slow? And I was transferring a couple hundred gig of video the other week and found out that my gigabit card was not connecting at gigabit speeds. It had went all the way down to 10, you know, from the 10, 100, 1000.
Yeah.
It's like, no fucking wonder everything's so freaking slow.
Yeah, I noticed that. I got upgraded internet, and I didn't know my switch that I have in my house was slowing me down because it was only rated for 10. Or sorry, it was rated for 100 megabits, and I was well over that. And I always wondered why I was only getting that. And I took it out. I'm like, there we go. That's the problem.
Okay, Enzo should be loading. Still
It's
sending
finally loaded.
data. There we go.
I was just waiting. I didn't select it because it was slow. I just was like, I'll eventually. I see we've all jumped off the map. I'm guessing that's because it's hidden. Or
Advanced combat.
why don't we try to actually damage these guys and see if that's the problem? I mean, actually, can I just roll some damage on them? Is that fine?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Boom.
Yep, there we go.
That
Perfect.
was it. And Glissa was...
Strange. I don't think an add-on would be something like that, but I guess it could.
Can you share the map again?
Sure can.
Like on the right-hand thing, and it'll take you to your token.
Well, I kept getting an error message whenever I did it, so thank you.
Alright, so you'd applied 56 damage to 13. I think I got everyone roughly where they were at.
Seems like he's closer than he was before.
Yeah, the one on top's further away than he was before. Because Poppy was able to 5-foot step before to him.
Yeah.
Oh, him, yeah. And they put Poppy there so Poppy could do the 5-foot step. Okay, anything else you want to do, Glissa?
You want to undo the damage whoever did to him so I can apply my damage to him?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay, I guess I will throw bombs.
Just as a heads up, if anyone's curious, due to the way the current initiative is set, if you delay until after me, you'll have Bard Song at a minimum, and you don't actually lose anything in initiative.
So, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, I guess I will delay until Eric goes, and then I'll bomb.
Okay. Enzo?
Well, there's no really reason for me to wait. It doesn't really do much. Did he give us a rundown on these guys a little bit? Do I know if they're immune to mind effect?
Hasn't been my turn yet.
Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't fucking matter. Fine, I go under Eric then, so I can find out if it's a waste of my spell or not. To be fair, it's a free action. You can tell me whatever, but fine.
Well, but the thing is, talking is free action, but making the check is free, unless it specifically says it can be done outside of your turn. Don't you have to make it on your turn?
I think making that check, knowledge check is a free action, but I could be wrong.
But you can only do a free action on your turn unless it specifies otherwise.
Oh, I always thought free actions could be whenever.
Nope, that's why there's this whole thing about can you, like, if you make an attack of opportunity.
To be fair, knowledge checks are a none. If that makes you feel any better.
Oh, if it's none, then sure. In theory, I could make it.
It says action, none.
Okay, so it's not even a free action. It's up to Wintermute then.
Okay. Let's talk about these. They have DR10 lawful. They're immune to cold, immune to fire, immune to sonic. They do resist 10 acid.
It's good I know those things.
And 10 electric. They do have spell resistance. They have regen 10. And let's see, that doesn't belong. They can fly. They do, since they have spell resistance, naturally, they do have some spell casting abilities. They have what's called liberated flesh, and it can use its song to free creatures from their static forms. A larva can attempt to liberate the flesh of each creature currently affected by its maddening song. you get a saving throw or you're transformed into a chaos beast under the larva's control.
Seems good.
A break enchantment, limited wish, miracle, or wish can return the creature to its original form. Yeah, it's a sonic polymorph effect, and the song itself, it's got pipes that it can play that inspire madness to those who hear it. You already know that its tentacles have poison. It is capable of starflight, and just on a side note, the song of the larva itself travels through the fabric of reality itself.
Ah.
Is that all?
That's it. Okay, Poppy. You're up unless you wish to delay.
I was gonna say, it sounds like I probably want to delay until after Eric, so I guess I will.
Eric.
Okay, they're immune to Sonic, so I won't bother with discordant voice. Can you lock the tokens so we have that icon for the targeting?
Sure can.
Why don't we have the icon? Do I have to reopen it? Why don't I have the icon for targeting people at the top? Middle.
Now.
There we go. Okay, what did you do to pop that up?
My map has to be unlocked for it to pop up on your end.
Okay. Anyway, so I'll inspire courage, and what do people think? Would you rather have a bonus to saves or haste versus these things? A bonus to AB damage and saves or haste?
I think we're going to need the saving throw thing, considering all the crap he can.
Yeah, I was gonna say saves. Sounds
Okay,
like.
we'll go for saving throws. Everyone gets good hope. And that's my turn.
Okay. I'm up. They were not immune to
Correct.
mind effect, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Then I will. I should probably stop one of them from killing us, so, I'll target 19 with Hold Monster. And caster level check, if I roll 6 or lower, I will. Good. Is that, success? Okay. And then will save. Failure. And he is paralyzed. He gets a save at the end of his turn.
Okay. I guess they have 10-foot reach or 15?
He's paralyzed. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay. Well, the guy down below, right? Number 19?
Yeah, I did the one that people weren't immediately next.
Oh, okay. All right.
19, I guess.
In that case, I'll throw some bombs on him. Hold on just a sec. I think I'm going to throw a bomb. It's acting like it's locked up. Hold on just a sec here. And the bomb. Up. Ah, okay. So I can cast 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking at all this junk down here to see if I got extra bombs that I'm not aware of. Yeah, I get 1, 2, 3, And then I can cast a fourth if I put on, where are you? There we go, rapid shot. There's one. I don't think I put the effects on right. Oh, no, there's a -5. That one should have been a 28.
And 28 would...
This thing.
No, 28 would not.
On a touch?
Attack?
On a range touch?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Definitely on a touch.
So I hit him 4 times.
Yep.
I use normal bombs because he has DR10 acid, right?
No, he's immune to fire, so you don't want to use normal bombs.
I thought he had DR10.
He does have
acid.
DR10 acid. What you should be using
No,
is force.
no. Yeah. Yeah, he's got DR10 acid, DR10 electric.
So you're using force bombs, right?
And he's immune to fire also?
So you just use
Immune
force
to cold,
bombs.
fire, and sonic.
So I guess I'm using force bombs.
Do you have force bombs?
Yes, I do.
Then you did not set it up correctly. Whoa, hang on.
Why not?
You did not set that up right. You're not actually. You didn't label it as force, so it's resisting the damage.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's DR10 lawful.
Right, but force damage ignores DR.
I just put it as type magic, so I need to
Type force.
comma
is
force.
what you want. Yeah,
So he gets 30 more
30
points.
extra. Yes.
All right.
And one more. Hold on.
I actually didn't think you picked up force bomb, so I was ready to go. Oh wow!
I did pick up force bomb because we had this conversation.
Bravissimo.
Okay.
I was supposed to start that turn with a 5-foot step. Sorry.
Yeah,
Says
no problem.
trying to get away from his reach. Okay, there you go, Poppy.
I'm gonna make my 5-foot step. I'm gonna power attack before I forget. If I can find it. And I'm only gonna hit 2 of them. Yeah, suck it, big ugly larva thing. Now I'm gonna fucking die.
Okay, let's see.
Wait, Seth wasn't tossing it at 13? I thought he was. Okay. Oh well.
Yeah, no, I'm down my 19.
Yeah, that was paralyzed though. I thought we were trying to take out the one to the north. Oh well.
Okay. Yeah, Poppy just hit, so you know, it's... First tentacle misses, I guess. Scroll down. And Poppy takes a hit. Poppy takes a miss. And you know what? Let's just go ahead. God, this sucks.
Thing is,
How many attacks does this thing have?
Yeah, how many tentacles does this have? Because it looks like it has like 6 tentacles, maybe, and that's a lot more than 6.
8. But outside the poison, they are all 1d6 plus 2. So
How bad was the poison again?
the poison is 1d4 dex and 1d4 wisdom.
Of damage or drain?
Drain.
Yeah, so outside of the poison, who cares? Because they have that terrible poison.
And that one's paralyzed and needs to make a fort save.
I think it's a will save.
So 29 good enough?
What is it, 29?
Yeah, 29.
No. Very close. Not.
Alright. I'm gonna keep raging. Turn power attack on. And I'm also gonna raging brutality. And then I'll full attack. Five-foot step to the left, and that's my turn.
Let's see. I'll keep going for one more round of the song, at least. And I'll 5-foot step down. And full attack out at this thing. What did you say its defensive properties were, Wintermute?
It's immune to find. What are you looking for?
Is it amorphous?
Yes.
Okay, so it's immune to that crit, so it's meaningless. Wait, why? Why did that work then? Generate for immune to crits?
I have no effect for amorphous.
Interesting. Oh, up to you then. If you're willing to let it be crit, I'm willing to go with that.
Hold on a second.
This thing has 6 tentacle attacks. I think we're all
No.
willing to go with it.
It has 8 tentacle attack.
Yeah, 8. Come on, guys.
That's worse. That's so much worse.
So, no one else has crit on it, have we?
I've twice.
Your Gliss has done it twice.
In that case, we'll let it stand.
Okay.
Back up! Oh, they're both looking pretty bad, right?
Yes, they sure are.
I'll hit 19 with...
They're looking bad, but yeah, they still got some points.
And they regenerate.
Lower. There. I'm using Finger of Death. And it failed. It takes this.
Yeah, it was enough.
There we go. I would hope so. Especially when it's in critical.
And you did that on 19.
So let's Steph kill 13.
So which one's still alive? You got rid of...
Get rid of the one near you. So the one out
Oh,
top
okay.
is still alive.
Okay.
You also should not eat a stick of butter. It's not healthy for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, well, I'll just throw one. Critical means are at 90%. Is that...
I don't even know. I thought critical was part of the combat mod that we're no longer using.
No, it's apparently not.
Okay, well, I don't want to blow through a bunch of bombs. I'll just do, I guess, one bomb.
I mean, you just do it one at a time. You don't have to.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. I'm good with that.
Yeah, critical should be somewhere right around 25% left.
Oh,
The
okay.
question is, did they add that in as a base thing, or is that one of your extensions?
Let's see. Bring him back to...
Now, Poppy, you're going to want to hit him one more time to finish him off. 'Cause he's only mostly dead.
No, he's dead.
Okay, well, he is now.
Well, now he's definitely dead.
He's
Yeah.
super dead.
I don't know. We'll see.
You'll see if how dead they are.
I know where the critical come from. Under options, you have wound categories, which are simple, which shows heavy and dead, or detailed, which shows critical and dead. And
Oh, that's fun.
yeah, that's part of Fantasy Grounds itself.
Interesting.
And we can go back to simple now, if that makes more sense for everyone.
So, I mean, it still is it's showing moderate and heavy, so I think it's showing like every 25%, which is the information I usually give to my players anyway. But it's up to you.
It really makes no difference to me because turning it on to detailed was something for advanced combat, so we can go back to simple.
I'm fine with detailed, but what's up with number 19? Why is it at heavy wounded?
Disabled. Oh, wounded. It's going all over the place. Dying.
I thought it took 150 damage from Enzo's spell.
I had adjusted it to make it show critical so I could check the wound category.
Yeah, I killed him earlier.
Gotcha.
I remember it definitely going to dead.
Yeah, he was dead.
Okay. So who's up next?
And honestly, everyone's dead. So.
I don't think number 13's actually dead.
Yeah.
It's pretty dead to me.
You know what I'm referring to, Wintermute?
Probably the regen 10. So what, brings him back at 10 points?
No, he heals 10 points of damage per round, and he literally cannot die until that's interrupted.
How do we interrupt it?
I think it's lawful is needed for this.
Okay, you all have a lot of time to figure it out.
Doesn't our crazy barbarian do lawful?
That'd be kind of the reverse of what you would expect, wouldn't it? Does he?
I don't know, man. He's got lawful. He's got 8,000 buffs.
No lawful, currently.
Can I just disintegrate them? Won't that just do it? They can't regen if they're disintegrated, right?
I mean, they cannot die as long as their regeneration is still functioning. So.
So, what are you all going to do?
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not even sure number 19 is dead, and I'm trying to find rules right.
So what? Why would it not be dead? Why would I mean they're
because because I have a +5 weapon which counts as lawful for overcoming DR, but I don't know if it counts as lawful for stopping regeneration.
Whether or not, I thought it counted in all circumstances.
I'm not sure.
Welcome back, Steph.
I feel like we all just disconnected there for.
I'm here.
No, it was just you.
Because I have a host connection lost, reconnect to 10.
Yep, it was only you. Well, for sake of argument, you want to go ahead and count it?
I don't care. Either way.
For right now, I'm just trying. I'm curious. I'm trying to check for future, I guess.
Yeah, because you all got, 10, 12 rounds before it's even a concern.
I don't even know if we have lawful damage, but
I mean, we don't.
Okay, Yeah, you pretty much, these things are laying on the ground. You're not sure if they're totally dead or not. Eric, you thought it was strange that, you know, they kind of appeared just right after, you know, you were looking at the knowledge stone. And, you know, you got a suspicion that they may have been sent by Hastur in order to deter you.
I'm not sure if I find anything strange at this point in this place, so... I'm pretty much sure if the anything at this point, I'm like, whatever, this is like Tuesday for me.
I agree. Okay, it's been a while. I'm going to retcon. You are at the Knowledge Stone.
Okay.
This mono-sized. That is. Okay. Yeah, the stone, like I said, it's basically a city directory. And Balkoth has managed to figure out where the city archive is located. And that's where you're pretty confident that you will find the location of the next star delay.
Okay.
And okay, so you know, after a couple minutes of standing around and whatnot, the larvae are not coming back to life.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I'm going through my inventory and I don't remember too much about what's in it, but I have a bag of holding type 1 with Kaklatath's body in it. I'm assuming Kaklatath was that space alien thing that had body swapped with some old lady, right?
Yes.
Correct.
That is correct.
So I guess I actually have two questions. The first one is, which body am I actually carrying?
The alien space body. The woman is still alive, but in order to swap their bodies back, we need like resurrection magic that we don't have available, because none of us is a cleric or oracle.
I have a cauldron of resurrection.
Not good enough. Very sure.
I'm not sure that works. Maybe.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. There's not a pressing concern to get them back in the right bodies.
Okay.
Hey guys, I want to point out that I have a bag of holding with a body in it.
Yeah, I forgot about this, guys. You remember this body? Oh, I think the police weren't around.
So, as if from a raise dead or resurrection spell, the effect depends on the components used. Okay, so we would still need 10,000 gold for resurrection. Never mind.
Yeah, it's...
Okay, ready to make your way to the city archive.
Yes, we are. Also, I'm glad, Velkoff, there is no answer to disintegrating or death effects killing regeneration people. No one knows the answer. It's something.
And Glissa, you'd be back to normal size now, right?
Yep, when I stop raging.
Do you want to do like a time advance by like 5 minutes or something at least? I don't know how long it's taking us to get here.
Yes, you actually find that the city archive is pretty close. Rounds a minute, right? And if you scroll up, you'll find yourselves on the same map.
I see that.
But you make your way down through, you know, the strange streets, and at the end of this long plaza, you see this modestly sized 5-sided pyramid. And the pyramid was constructed or possibly carved from sandstone by some titanic force. You see sections of it bearing rings and multicolored ripples of color on the surface of the pyramid. And it's little more than 90 feet in diameter. You can see this 10-foot wide doorway is visible on the southern face, and there's window-like openings that are set into the sides approximately 2/3 of the way up to the top. And to avoid throwing another map, I'm going to enlarge in space to represent the city streets. And then I'm going to slide you all down. So you got the pyramid up ahead. And
Like,
okay, I'm going to slide you up. Sorry. And that goes on the combat tracker. Guess that gave it away, didn't it? Okay, once you get to a certain point in the plaza, like, you know, halfway, and you've got the pyramid up ahead. You hear behind you this inhuman cry, and it's saying, however in the hell you want to pronounce that, I'm not trying.
oh God.
Saying what?
Tekakli? It's in chat.
Oh shit! So I need to scroll down to see it. There we go. Okay.
Kelly Week.
I'm not good with words.
Yep. But you hear this inhuman cry saying that, and as you pause and turn around to see what would be causing the sound, you see this glistening black mound of protoplasm, and it's roughly 15 foot in diameter, and the monster's got all manners of eyes, mouth, and appendages, while half crawling and half rolling towards you.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm very interested in what's going to happen.
I'll give you a hint. Roll for initiative.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. You know what? I don't judge a book by a cover. I'm not going to roll it because I think it wants to talk. It's saying something to me right now.
Technically. Okay.
It's like Poppy's psychic.
I mean, you're certainly welcome to try and end this encounter without...
I charm it.
If you charm it, probably will drive you insane.
You know what? We'll try force of will here. Let's see whose force of will can prevail.
And actually, I'm going to slide it down a little bit further because it is behind you some distance and will at least take a round to get to you. And let's see. I think we just need Glissa to make an initiative.
Yeah,
Bye.
He disconnected.
Just roll him then. Roll his initiative. Yes. Oh, he already got his initiative. He's 20. Oh, he has to re-roll it.
Oh.
By the way, I mean, as far as I know, basically, once we're done here, before we leave, either we're going to go kill the evil Spider of Lang that's an abomination that just tries to enslave and murder everybody, or we don't care about it. Either way, I don't think it needs to be on the combat tracker, right?
Oh, he's my best friend for the next 14 days.
Considerably less than that, as we shouldn't be here that long. If we're here that long, we're fucked, because we need to do this all in, within 10 or 15 days at this point or something.
Well, perfect. 14 days is within 15 days. That's how math works.
Marsha had sent me a message. He had to step away for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so, Rampage.
Before this, I can, as a non-action, I can make a knowledge check, right?
Yeah, you sure can.
Now, this is like an aberration or something, right?
No.
Is it not related to the old gods or anything like that?
You are... At its base form, it is an ooze.
Yeah, do my Namcotic manuscripts apply to the bonus?
Yeah, I'd give it to you.
Okay, so this thing looks ugly and way too many mouths, so I am going to go for it. And I get, so it'd be Dungeoneering, right? So that gives me a 58 to know what the heck this thing is.
Yeah, with your scores. You've encountered its dark young before, but it is actually a Shoggoth.
We found the proto-Shoggoths before, didn't we? Back in the library,
Yes.
Yeah, the name does ring a bell.
And
what do I know about them?
let me find him on the combat tracker.
They're friendly people.
Technically, they are news. They're immune to critical, immune to precision, DR10. They resist 20 acid, resist 20 electric, 20 fire, and they have fast healing 10.
It's not
Oh, here we go again.
Not regeneration, it's fast healing. You can just kill it.
And its many sense organs grant it a +4 bonus on perception and immunity to flanking. And as a free action, it can give voice to sound and words.
So can we.
I get it. Okay. It can give voice to sound and words that no sane life was ever meant to hear. And all creatures within a 60-foot radius have to make a will save or are confused for 1 to 6 rounds. Each round that you are affected, you take 1d6 points of wisdom damage. And it's a sonic mind-altering effect. And if it begins the turn grappling a creature, it can attempt to engulf you whole. No spell casting abilities. Being a news, it's immune to blindness, charms effect, cold, deafness, sonic. Dark vision, tremor sense, low light.
Immune to compulsion?
I'm sorry.
Okay, so if it's an ooze, so this is not a mindless ooze, right? So therefore it's not immune to mind affecting spells. It doesn't have the mindless trait, right?
Correct.
So it is technically vulnerable to compulsion. Not charm, but compulsion. Is that correct?
That would be my call.
Why is it not? Why is it not charm? Why is charm out of the?
Because it just says it's immune to charm.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty clear.
Normally you'd just say ooze traits, and that would do it. But if it's spelling this out, it has to be because it has some kind of intelligence. Probably. I doubt this is a wizard, but it's apparently not a mindless ooze, right?
No, it's not mindless.
Which is probably worse for us, but I mean.
Not to point fingers or anything, but it's half as smart as Poppy.
It's not saying a whole lot. So it's got what? 2 intelligence?
5 intelligence.
No. Okay, so it has 2.5 intelligence.
No, it has 5 intelligence.
But if it had 5 intelligence, that'd make it twice as smart as Poppy, wouldn't it?
Not a great big hammer that's just itching to crawl up your ass.
Oh, wow.
Nice. What was its damage reduction? Did it have damage reduction?
10 flat is what he said, I believe.
Yeah,
Flat?
a DR10 flat.
What the hell is flat?
Means you can't bypass it unless you can smite evil it or something, or you have like the fighter's level 16 ability. You can't really bypass it or force in some way. It also was resistance like 20 to most types of
acid,
damage,
electricity, and fire.
So unless you have a sonic bomb or a cold bomb, you should probably be force bombing it.
Guys, I have the solution.
It's gonna dominate it?
Yes. I can't actually. Dominate monsters pretty high level. a little
but you
bit
can still
beyond
hold
me.
monster it though, right?
I could still hold on to it. Yeah.
Okay, so
And
is it still my turn?
you
It
can
is.
see this thing rolling at you, and yeah, we didn't make
You
initiative
should let it.
rolls.
You should get close to it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it's
Is that,
your go.
Okay, but I thought you said that it was starting farther away because we had a round before it got to us. Did you say something like that?
Yes. Which is
So, do you want to run it by just saying basically we have one round here where it's really like 100 feet away, and then then we start at the top of the order for the next round or something, or what? What do you want?
yeah, that'll work.
So I have a round to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Dust Form.
And then climb into its mouth.
Oops, I think I did it wrong. I got my semicolon where I should have my colon, or vice versa.
So, and what kind of special attacks did it have besides the maddening thing? Did it have anything else that it would do?
It's immune to flanking. It's got the maddening voice, and if it's grappling or trampling, it can swallow you whole.
Alright, so if it is trample, we should be spreading out at a minimum.
Tighter together.
Well, if you want to go into the ooze together.
Yeah. I don't want to go in alone. Let's fucking.
I turn into a column of dust.
Oh, it's gonna get all over me, isn't it?
Yes.
Great.
Does this dust form do?
I'm treated as incorporeal. Basically, just turns me into dust, and
Wow.
but I can still use all my abilities.
Fuck that guy. Here he comes. Oh, I guess I walk. When I notice it fails, I obviously walk away from these guys. Wait, you jumped over it.
No, it's still approaching us. It's still like 100
Yeah.
feet out or whatever.
Oh,
What's
okay.
the
Well, I move away.
What's the range on hold monster?
That's a great question. Oh, 250 feet.
Oh, yes, that's within that. Okay. So
But yes, I do run away. Yeah.
I will go ahead and haste everybody. Where did it go? There we go. So everyone is hasted. And I will start a bard song. And I will 5-foot step away to there.
I don't know. I guess I'll probably just. Should I just like position myself to be more towards the front?
I'm not even sure. Like, do I know how much reach this thing has?
Yes, you would know that.
Oh God,
30 feet.
that is actually bullshit.
Yeah, we're going to need you to trim that back to about 15. Thanks.
45?
I don't think I have.
Okay. New question. Does reach allow. Oh, no, I guess I'm small, so that wouldn't necessarily work. But in theory, would reach allow you to attack someone standing behind someone else?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Like if I move in front of Steph, would it be able to still attack?
Yes, though it dependent upon just the size difference. I forget the exact rule. I think it's like 3 size categories or something. I think it's huge rather than gargantuan, right? So I think it would still be, it would give him cover technically.
Yeah, it's huge.
But other than that, it could still attack him. The larger problem is that this is an ooze. It has trample, and he said it could engulf, so we don't want it to just roll around on top of all of it. So, I mean, I guess you can, if you want to move up, you can. Just be aware it may go for you.
Wait, did this thing have acid resistance?
Mm-hmm.
It's ooze.
Oh, you said it was immune to Sonic, didn't you? I don't need to have that.
Okay, because
Yes.
I have like 10 alkali flasks that are supposed to, that based on the description says they deal double damage against oozes and other acid-based creatures. And I've just been dying to use these.
Hey, it works for me.
Okay, sure. Give it a chuck.
Okay. Well, it's got a range of 10, so I'm just... Wait, so how far from us is this thing right now exactly?
Probably too far if you only have a range of 10.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
I mean, like, obviously, I think you could throw it out to 50, but I think it's like over 100 feet away or something right now, right?
right, well, I guess for now, then I'll just stick to my original plan of standing in front of Steph. I'm the tiny frontliner.
You got this. It's only going to absorb you and keep going.
And Glissa is gonna run. Teach you to step away. Rampage.
So soon. Well, I don't want to go up too close to it because what's its reach, like 400 feet or something?
30, I believe.
Yeah, 30 feet, and at the start of this round it would be where it's at on the map now.
Its touch AC is probably still garbage, so I would say just go for it, unload.
Yeah, what's one of
Use the
those?
force bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, for this distance, I'm at -2. It's fine.
Well, just step forward 20, 30 feet, Steph.
I mean, not that you can... I mean, it's probably pretty hard to miss with your touch. Bad touch.
Okay, hit him 4 times with the force bomb.
Okay. Well, I really don't want this guy to get here. Try again. Again.
Didn't really make much progress.
I mean, you're the only one to do any damage. I can't. It rolled perfectly my DC twice. Not I would be surprised if, you know, obviously if it was different numbers and still won, don't care about that. But the fact that it got exactly both time.
I think Wintermute's a cheating bitch.
Yeah, obviously he's figured out a
Whoa.
code.
That is unfair. Wintermute would be a cheating bastard.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
He's a cheating B word.
Okay, and he is gonna come up and actually get in a proper square. Yeah, there we go.
Where'd he go?
All right, we killed it.
Cool.
Sweet.
There's that little bit of the map that's masked.
No, he just died.
There we
Oh,
go.
he's back.
Oh, so we killed him by making him fall off the map. Classic Dark Souls
Sweet.
tactics.
Oh, you wish, Poppy. And he's gonna slam into... No, wait.
What do you mean, no way?
Yeah,
He's
we're
like
gonna...
worse, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
retcon.
I'm sure, but worse for who?
Okay, he is going to... Actually, I don't have it as a spell. You start hearing all these strange voices and sounds that, you know, anyone sane was not meant to hear.
Well,
And
Poppy's immune then, right?
Yeah, I'm crazy. Don't you know I'm loco?
And all creatures within a 60-foot radius. Okay, Steph, Eric, and Poppy. Let's make will saves, please. And this is a sonic mind affecting effect.
Son of a bitch.
I die at Poppy and cast Saving Finale in the hopes of giving him another chance, which he can take.
Can't my bad roll be a 1 so I can use my fucking racial ability?
That's funny. And
Is it
okay.
specific to a 1, or can I just re-roll a fail?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, Poppy is confused.
Okay, so my next feat is going to be Iron Will, and then improved Iron Will.
Probably should have added a bit ago, yep.
For 6 rounds.
Of course. Happy New Year, guys!
Now, it says each round a creature is affected, it takes wisdom damage. Would that start now or on the next round?
Or would start
Oh,
on his
fucking
turn, I
course.
assume.
On the next round?
On his turn is when I assume he would take the damage.
On this
But,
one.
well, let's see. I would assume it would happen on his round. Do you have any reason to think otherwise, Camia? Did we lose you, Camia? Are you back? He's muted. I'm guessing, like, because normally when it says each round you're affected, you take blank damage, right? That occurs on the creature's turn. So I would assume it happened on his turn.
That makes sense. Okay, so it's singing the song. Everyone saved except Poppy and Eric. You're up.
I was going to try to give Poppy some buffs, but this might not be a good idea with him being confused again.
Probably.
Okay, Wintermute, which squares is the thing actually in? Okay. I'm gonna do a few things. First of all, I am going to cast Freedom of Movement. On myself. Then I have a whole move action, but what to do with it? I'm gonna go ahead and no, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm going to move. Hang on, I'm just checking the wording of something. Can you move me over to there, Wintermute?
Yep.
Okay, so that gets me just enough of his tentacles. I'm going to move over to there, and I am going to start casting Dirge of Doom. I'm going to teach this stupid old god's things the true meaning of fear, and it is shaken by me singing Doom, Doom, Doom at it.
I'm back.
Okay, Glissa, you're up, and last turn you ran away.
Rage. And then I'm gonna charge in. It's not letting me move my character. Because it's marked neutral right now.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Cool. Charge to there. You want to enlarge me again?
Yep.
I cast Reduce Person on it.
Oh.
That would
Since
be
my mirror
funny.
image is... Would my mirror image from before still be going? It's a 15-minute spell.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to cast... Shield on myself. And then I'll do my one attack. Can this thing be crit before I roll this?
I don't think so. Also, the thing gets an attack of opportunity at him, right?
Yeah, it would. Thank you.
I would be 5 feet further away, but I don't think that matters.
Yeah, I think you have to be for a charge.
And... it missed you.
We can tell. I can't believe the 1 versus 20.
Okay. Got rid of the crit automatically this time, good. Or it
That's
didn't.
because you're not targeting it. But it did when you just rolled the actual crit against it.
Oh, okay, good.
So it
that
takes
was
33 damage. Okay.
Wait, actually, let me check my AC there. That would have popped one of my images.
It's a 1. It's an automatic miss, so I don't think it... That's an interesting question. I guess it still would, wouldn't it? Okay.
It was still within 5.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so you're down 1 image.
Poppy gets to roll a D4 or a D100. Take your pick.
For...
Is Poppy confused again?
Poppy
Yes,
is confused.
Poppy is confused again.
Ah,
I think
Poppy-
Wintermute has it out for you.
Poppy is confused for 6 rounds apparently, and and Poppy's taking 1d6 wisdom damage per round.
Oh right, thanks for.
Oh man, he's gonna be out of wisdom in one roll.
and
Robert.
Poppy, you take 3 wisdom damage.
And you deal 1d8 plus strength modifier to yourself. And damage.
Great.
Oh, Poppy's mortal enemy is
Also,
herself.
Glissa, if you had let it attack Poppy first, then Poppy would have automatically counterattacked it, but that's probably not going to happen now.
Okay, now I have to remember which fucking one of these is a D8. I think it's.
So one after the D6.
Fuck me.
So you do like, what, 13, 14 points of damage to yourself?
Well, 8 plus 6, so.
14.
I mean, I have enough health that doing
0 would
14
apply,
max.
so 11 is all you take. Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah, so I have enough health plus my DR that doing 14 max roll damage to myself isn't an issue. I'm more concerned about my wisdom damage. How much did I take, by the way? Because I saw you make that D6.
3 points.
Okay, that's
Well,
not
doesn't
terrible.
you know what? We didn't do this, did we? Doesn't Glissa have to make the will saving throw upon approaching or something? Is it an aura or is it an action?
It is a free action.
So it'd have to do it on its turn. Okay.
Okay, that would be it for Poppy. Spider Pallid.
Rock. Rampage.
Me again? What? This thing even hurt. Oh, it's wounded. So 4 hits.
Damn, Steph is on fire.
You give the alchemist room to work and have him hurl around.
Of course, let's see, I gotta mark those off. So.
So you've thrown. Do you really hang on a second, Steph?
I didn't mark them off last turn.
So you threw the 22 plus the 17 plus the 12, right? Then you did a rapid shot of 22, right? Did you want to throw a 5th one from haste?
Oh, sure. Just for shits and giggles. There you go. You're welcome. Okay, Enzo, it's all you, man.
Oh boy.
Okay, as a free action, it's gonna start its song again. And Glissa, I need you to make a will save, please.
I don't suppose that's something that provokes an attack of opportunity.
No.
Oh, he passed anyway, so it doesn't.
Unfortunately. Okay, and you know, we're going to, as free action, so we're going to do a full round attack, and I get 4 hits.
Alright, let's see how many are images. That's an image. That's an image. That is a hit, I believe, because I would be at 4, so 75. Or 76 an output hit, correct?
Correct.
Correct, yep. Wait, no, I have 4 images, so it'd be 81 and up.
That is
So
right.
that does
Okay,
not
if you have 4 images plus yourself, yes.
Yes. I was doing the math wrong, how many images I have left. Okay, so that one destroys an image. And that one destroys an image.
And yeah, four images gone, no hits.
2 remain.
Okay, Eric.
Well, I don't really want to provoke some attacks of opportunity from approaching it. You know what? Trying to think about charm, elemental stuff. It loses the other things, doesn't it? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give it a good old FU. So I am going to use a spell I have not done for a bit. I'm going to take a 5-foot step back. I'm going to cast Stunning Finale on it. Oh, it does allow spell resistance. This may not go well then.
No, it probably won't based on my roll. It has
Screw it,
some.
we'll go for it.
We have some very good spell resist.
And that did not beat its spell resistance. So that does end my bardic performance, so it's no longer shaken. And then I will start up my normal bardic performance, since we have a chance to hit it while it's down, basically. Okay. It would have been staggered if I had pierced it, possibly even stunned. Oh well.
Isn't that the rub?
Isn't that the rub, indeed? This has another 3 AB in damage, though.
It is very durable to spell. That
Wait,
is at
it's
least
my turn already?
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, okay. I will full attack. I will put power attack on because apparently I didn't put it on last time. Nope, and got it in a rage.
Are you raging right now?
I'm large, so yes.
Because you don't have the rage effect on you.
Oh, don't I?
No.
Whoops.
And so the rage strength bonus is in addition to the actual enlarged person bonus?
Why would they be different?
Because doesn't Abyssal make you larger?
Yes, but I didn't include in the rage fact.
Oh, I see. So it's it does it as enlarged person. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
So let's see. I should actually have 4 more to hit there, I think, or is it 3?
Yeah, 4 more to hit.
4 more to hit. So would 34 hit? Well, yes, it would hit since 33 hit.
Yeah, you need a 33 to hit.
All right, so that's 1 crit, 1 hit.
Well,
So
it's
2
2 hits.
But you can't crit it, so it doesn't matter.
I should be back.
We win?
Hey, Poppy, you're confused again.
You gonna roll the wisdom, Danny?
Oh. Yeah, 4 points.
Well, I'm about to be dead.
Not dead. You'll just
Or-
be unconscious.
Yeah, it's not dead. You're just permanently unconscious. What's the problem?
Not permanently. Well, we can fix that. It heals naturally anyway.
Unless you lie on your back and then you throw up into your lungs, in which case,
Or
yeah,
you swallow your
totally
tongue or something.
really
Yeah.
fills up your.
Roll a D100 or a D4.
I feel like I'd have better luck with a D4.
Go for it then. You act normally. You can do whatever you want.
Sweet. I'm gonna throw this stupid fucking acid flask at it. Oh wait, how is it still? How far away is it now?
The map is accurate.
Now, if you wanted to be clever, if you move at it and it does an attack of opportunity you, then any confused character who is attacked automatically attacks its attackers on the next turn, as long as it's still confused when its turn comes. So, if you move towards it and it makes an attack against you, the next turn you'll automatically continue to attack it.
Next turn, I'm probably gonna be dead or unconscious from the wisdom dance.
So you might as well go for it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I have to move forward anyway to get in range to throw this thing at it.
You could throw it from that distance, technically. It just would have a penalty. It's up to you.
I don't want the penalty.
Do as you will.
So I think I need to move to about here. That's within 10 feet of it.
Mm-hmm. So that would trigger an attack of opportunity.
Oh wow, it actually hit.
This thing is has crazy attack bonuses.
And
Does anything else bad happen when it hits Poppy?
+4 and Poppy. There we go. And Poppy, you can feel that its tentacle manages to grab a hold of you, and you are grappled.
Can I still throw something at it?
grapple.
One-handed, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so first of all, it gets moved adjacent to him, right? Or it moves Poppy adjacent to it with the grapple.
Is the rules of grapple.
Does it have constrict by any chance?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Yo, why does everybody want me to die?
Not everyone.
Well, actually, it's just Velkov. Velkov is the only one trying to kill you.
Notice how everyone else is silent.
We're trying to help you.
Just so you know, he actually helped you, because Constrict is less damage than Engulf.
Well, he's gonna gulp him on his next. So.
Okay, but the question remains, can I still throw something?
Yes, one-handed, yes.
So they're both considered grappled at this point, right?
Yeah. So.
29
did you
miss. That's
Did you
concerning.
make? Well, first of all, did you make that a touch attack? I don't think you did.
No. Was it a touch?
That's a touch attack. Yes.
Okay, so would a 29 touch attack hit it?
Almost certainly.
Yes.
So congrats, you do 2d6 damage to it.
Cool. This is more than likely not set up properly. I'm just gonna roll the 2d6 on the board, and you can apply it as damage.
What type of damage is this? Acid?
It's sort of acid, but it specifically is used to attack Ooze. So it's not acid against them. It's kind of weird.
That's strange.
So
Okay.
it does damage.
It's acid, but it should affect an ooze creature normally.
It's a base.
So
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
it would bypass the resistance.
You're dumping bleach on it.
Good.
Okay, damage has been applied.
Cool. So I did 16 whole damage.
Congrats. I think it was
Do you,
worth dying next turn.
Did you apply the constrict damage, or did we forget that?
Well, I mean, I suddenly have 38 damage, so maybe.
That was from the normal hit, I thought.
I don't know.
No, I did not. Poppy's gonna hate you before this game's over. Wait, he already hates you.
He does.
Yeah.
That's all I mean.
I want to be there when the hammer goes up the ass. Just saying. Maybe Wintermute can work up some sort of video or something.
Absolutely. Alright, Steph, you're up. Please don't kill my guy till I swallow Poppy.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna
It's
burn
weird.
my
All his
bombs.
bombs
Like,
missed. He kind of throws them. It's weird.
You're hasted, and you have inspire courage, and you have good hope. So
He throws them all at Eric. He throws them all at Eric by accident.
Hit number 1. Hit number 2. Hit number 3. Hit number 4, and then you still have your hasted or rapid. Hit number 5. Plus 5 damage. Make sure you have point blank shot. Turn off point blank shot. You're not in point blank shot range right now.
oh,
But 24 would have hit anyway, so they all still hit. Just don't get the damage.
okay. I guess we'll call it good there.
Sure. I wouldn't, personally. I would keep throwing.
You probably should.
Should I give him the third bomb?
Do whatever you want.
I
man.
mean, so if it wakes up, worst case scenario, it would have to like trigger an attack of opportunity to be like getting itself back up, right?
Does this thing have regen too?
It's fast healing.
Not anymore.
Okay, Rampage decided to play it safe. Okay.
Absolutely. Alright, guys, this is a good place to take 10.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
Welcome back.
Okay, we still have Poppy who's confused for 4 more rounds.
Yeah. We can't do anything about it, can we?
I can remove a lot of things, but that's not. I can remove any harmful negative emotion thing. I can remove cowering, dazzled, exhausted, paralyzed, shaken, stunned. Cannot remove. Yeah. Cannot remove confusion.
I got restoration.
So you wanted us to go this round by round to find out what Poppy's confusion is, or?
Well, I'm figuring, yeah.
Would restoration?
Yeah, the damage he would take this round would drop him down to -2.
Okay. So how much total damage? So then he goes unconscious, and then
Yeah.
we give it a few seconds to let it play itself out, right? How much total damage do... I mean, are you going to pop a restoration on him, like a normal restoration for 100 gold?
I'm sorry, wait.
Are you going to pop a normal restoration on him?
Talking to me?
Level 4 version? Yes, you're the only one who can cast it.
Right.
Yeah, go on.
I didn't hear the whole question. Yeah, I mean, I've got 2 restoration spells.
Okay, well, I would hit him with one of them. It costs us 100 gold, but it cures all of his wisdom damage.
I don't know why it would be a failed saving throw.
I don't know why you're casting it at him.
Anyway, so I cast it on.
Okay, so Poppy wakes up with his mental faculties fully restored, no wisdom damage.
Yay.
And I'll use a wand and I'll heal him up. It's the wrong button. This is what we want. Okay, 6 wand charges. Alright. So, we were continuing through the city, I believe, right?
Yes, yeah, you're headed toward the city archive, which is directly ahead of you.
Alright. We assume we go in then.
And I'm going to unlock tokens. Yes, and the door is not locked.
Fantastic.
And you're entering the pyramid.
I assume so. Is there a reason we wouldn't, if that's where we're trying to go?
Just making sure. As you, yeah, sure can. As you open the door and you enter the pyramid, you can see that the lower level has a one-room open floor plan. And that means that the only method of entrance or exit is from the southern foyer, which you all just come in through. And the hallway splits to wrap around a pentagonal center section. And the northeast and northwest walls are covered with shelves of scrolls and metal plates. In the center of the room, you see a stone statue of a winged, barrel-shaped creature with tentacles with tentacles for legs standing in the center of the floor. To the west is an alcove with a stone table and a diorama. And another alcove mirrors it to the east. A ramp on...
How big is this thing that's in front of us?
The statue?
No, the creature.
The
Did you say
Chagall?
there's a creature in front of us? I thought you said there's a creature inside the temple that we were looking at.
No, there's a statue of a winged creature.
Oh,
and
okay,
it's got tentacles for legs. And you got the alcoves on the east and west. The one in the west, the table is covered with a diorama. And you can see a ramp on the north side of the room ascending to a second floor.
If we look at the diorama on the west, is there anything of interest there?
Yeah, it's actually a map of the city before it existed, before it got sucked into Corsica. And, yeah, that's what you're seeing. Looking around the room, the scrolls, they're not made out of paper, they're not papyrus, and they're not vellum. But they seem to be crafted from this durable, filmy material of an unknown origin. And, you know, it's questionable how they even wrote on this material. And all the books are constructed of thin but durable metal plates. And Derek, you would notice that they're all written in Aklo, or the language of elder things.
Okay.
And looking around, you can see that a lot of the books are the history of the city and of the Elder Thing race. And you can see there's a lot of diverse topics such as the Dark Tapestry and the Outer Gods.
Alright.
And since you're the only one that can read ACLO, right?
I don't know, put it in the chat, see if anyone else can read it.
That's what I was fixing to do. That would be you. Can you want to make an appraise check?
An appraise check, huh? I do not have any points in that. So
All I got out of that was
you know what? I am going to go ahead. I'm going to use my mnemonic vestment. And do investigative mind. Which means that I will do an appraise check. 17.
You know that a number of these plates and scrolls that, could be reasonably transported in something like a handy haversack, would be worth about 10,000 gold pieces to museums and collectors.
Oh, great, we can put it in the bag of holding with the body.
And, are the rest of you searching the rooms as well?
Yeah.
Okay,
might as well.
yeah, let's make perception checks. Okay, Rampage, Glissa, and Eric, looking through, you find some scrolls that would be of interest. And are you all planning on stealing the plates? Or acquiring the plates that's worth 10,000 gold pieces?
I mean, this is a ruined city with no life
definitely.
See, right?
Okay.
I grab all the plate.
Okay. You've got collectible plates and scrolls that are in the inventory that are worth 10,000 gold pieces. You find a scroll of clone, a scroll of restoration, a scroll of skin send.
Oh, perfect.
And treasure stitching.
Treasure stitching?
Treasure stitching. And does not give a freaking description for it.
Why don't you I'll look it up.
Somebody got lazy at the end.
Oh, it makes all the objects treasure stitching. It basically turns all objects placed into a cloth. Basically, it makes treasure flat. Objects flat. Makes them two-dimensional.
Yeah, it turns them into a quilt.
Yeah. Great spell.
Nice.
And the clone thing, we could create a clone of somebody. The catch is that in order to make a clone, the duplicate must be grown in a laboratory for 2 to 8 months. So that might be tricky, right?
That's fine. I immediately cast spell.
That's worth 3 gold. Or
It's worth 3 gold?
3,000 gold.
We're going to mark the scrolls as identified.
I was wondering why...
Also, you know what? I just realized what we could have done. Used the lawful damage for the axiomatic greatsword that's in the party inventory. That would have given us the lawful damage.
And the scrolls are identified.
Hooray.
Apparently I didn't turn on... There's a identify extension now that shows you in the party inventory on my end what is and what isn't identified. Okay, that is all that you find on the ground floor.
Scrolls are spell completion items, right?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Scrolls are spell completion items, right?
I believe so.
Oh, there we go. Yes, it's right there. Okay. So, unless somebody objects, does anyone else here have UMD besides me?
I believe I do.
All right.
Why?
Do you have enough to activate a restoration scroll?
Oh man, what would that check on that one be?
27. It's not that high.
I have enough to technically do it, but no, I don't have enough chance to do it.
Well, I have 5 right now, so I think you're the only other person who can even try to activate it. So if you
I
want
can
to take
theoretically activate it.
Okay, well, why don't you take it, and then if it winds up I am alive and it needs to be activated, and we run out of the other scrolls, I can always take it back. Because Rampage has
Well,
an
actually,
alchemist.
so there's like I have right now a 30% chance of activating.
Okay, well, it's better than 0 if I'm dead, or otherwise.
And obviously, it goes up if you can give me anything to buff skills. I think.
Yes. Of course, the only time you'd be trying to activate in this case is if I was like insane.
Yeah.
Like Poppy.
So I'll take the restoration scroll.
Alright, because unfortunately, so Rampage has it on his formula list, but as an alchemist, he doesn't automatically get to activate a scroll version of it.
Gotcha.
That's what I was trying to check. Okay, so we find these interesting historical scrolls in this ruined city.
And all these very fancy plates.
Find these fancy plates. There's a few scrolls here. There's a statue of an elder thing, and then we go up to the top of the temple, I assume, and continue looking for the Star Stelae.
Sounds good to me.
Can I touch the elder thing? Is anything bad happen when I touch it?
No, nothing at all. It's just a stone statue.
Disappointing. We go upstairs.
How close are we to our next rest period? Like, is it morning, noon, night?
It's been like an
Probably
hour.
in the morning, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's still morning.
All right. I'm down to 5 bombs, so...
Well, you'll be fine. You did all that work. You know, I'll do all the heavy lifting going forward. We'll be fine.
Good luck with
Basically,
that.
just conserve them unless it seems they're really needed.
Yeah.
Okay, who's going upstairs first?
Probably someone else.
Me, usually.
Poppy or Glissa, probably first.
And at the top of the map, if you just go to the right a little bit, you'll see the next map.
Okay.
So put Glissa up, Poppy. Okay, as you enter this chamber, you can see dim light is pouring through the windows. And the ceiling slopes to almost a point, and it merges into a solid pentagonal support column that runs from the floor to the ceiling. And around the center section, you can see 5 racks of scrolls and books fabricated from more metal plates. On both the east and west side of the room, you see these glass cylinders with hinged hatch doors. And yeah, you got the ramp that descends back down to the first floor of the archive.
Okay, what are in these hatch things? And what's is the pillar? Is anything on the pillar? Is this the star supply or?
No, it's not the Star Stelae. And you know, it's just bookcases around the actual pillar itself. And in the glass cylinders themselves, you can, let's see if I got a picture. Not what I was expecting. You have 2 of those creatures that seem to be in some sort of suspended animation.
Alright, well I will cast tongues on myself first of all, because otherwise there's like no way to know their language. Looking around, is there anything that indicates a way to get them out of the animation, or is there any books that you said it's a bookcase in the center? Are there any books that stand out to us as looking useful?
No. Pretty much everything of value you found down below.
Alright, is there any way that we're noticing that would seem to be a safe way of releasing these things from animation, given the cities and ruins around them?
Really, the only thing that you can think of is, to open the doors.
And I'll look at the other people and say, look, I'm hoping this doesn't harm them, but leaving them here indefinitely suspended almost seems like it might be a worse fate, given that it doesn't look like anyone's coming back for them.
And if we open the doors, they fly away?
I don't know. They're
Is that
usually
good?
not hot. They're usually not
Do
hostile.
we want to do this?
They have information usually. They're not hostile or evil usually.
Ah, fuck it. Then I'll open the door. Let's do this shit.
You know, I would like to point out that Eric said, I hope this doesn't kill them. Instead of, I hope this doesn't kill us.
Meh.
Yeah, because he just always assumes it's going to kill us.
Okay, as you open the doors, you know, looking at the inside of the glass container and so forth, it seems like the only purpose is to really protect their bodies from the elements and dust.
So they're still frozen?
No, you can see, you know, they're starting to twitch and, you know, kind of wake up. Then, you know, after a minute, they become fully cognate.
Are we opening both? I thought we were opening one.
Yeah, let's open just one first before we decide to,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, and the elder thing,
It turns out that having just one releases a toxin that just needs the toxin from the other one to counteract. So we all died because we didn't open both.
Seems about right.
yeah, it becomes cognate and, conscious, and it's looking around at you all, and it seems kind of surprised that you would be there, and, in an unfriendly tone, it says, "Why did you disturb my slumber?"
Oh, good job.
Well, you don't understand him, first of all, I assume, right? He's speaking an elder thing, I'm guessing?
Give me half a second and tell you for sure. Yeah, we can go elder thing, or we can go Aklo. We can go Yithican, celestial.
Doesn't speak common though?
No.
I'll say in a soothing tone I can manage. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm afraid your city has fallen into disarray, and you and your companion over there may be the only survivors.
I will do comprehend learning just so I can understand what's going on for funsies.
They look at you, and it looks at you, and it goes, "What kind of creature are you?"
I'm a human from a place called Galarian. It's a different world entirely. I'm aware that while space flight and traveling between the stars is common for your kind, it's more unusual for us, I'll admit.
I've never encountered a sentient humanoid before.
I'll offer him a bow. And I'll put my hand on Poppy's shoulder. Also, this one is a gnome, not a young human, just so you know. She is, in fact, fully grown.
Yeah, and it just kind of looks at Poppy and does a nod, and it's like, why did you disturb me?
Well, we thought you might want to be aware of the tragedy that has befallen your city. And maybe you could tell us what might have happened here, because I'm sure you'd rather do something else and be stuck here forever, since it doesn't look like any of your kind are aware of what happened.
He's like, oh yes, we are aware of what happened to our once vibrant city, and there was they are a race of slaves and servitors, and they eventually developed a greater intelligence, and they revolted against their masters.
Did I miss the part where he said what they're talking about with slaves and servitors?
That they themselves were, their city, their race, they were a race of slaves.
The older things were a race of slaves.
these particular creatures from Bavar, this part of the Matrix, everyone here was, you know, part of a slave race.
Okay.
And, you know, over time they got smarter, they revolted against their masters. And they made this huge effort to locate a new planet or a place on the existing world that, you know, that they could evacuate to and, you know, call it their own. And just when the city, you know, big lot of fighting going on, and just when the citizens thought that things couldn't get any worse, their city got relocated to a new planet in a different galaxy. And they were uncertain of whether or not another habitable planet could be located. So, you know, they can fight or... Okay. Okay, they were slaves to the Shoggoths. And they revolted against their Shoggoth masters. And while looking for a place and, you know, fighting the war with the Shoggoths, they got relocated to Corsica. And, you know, they weren't truly sure what to do. You know, they could fight, they could explore this new world. A lot of them decided to launch themselves into space and, you know, be in hibernation and have no preset destination and, you know, hope, you know, just hoping for the best. And as a result, countless died. And this elder thing and the one in the capsule beside of you, they decided that they would just place themselves in long-term hibernation, and hoping that when they awoke the Shoggoths would be gone, and, you know, the pair of them would collect the remains of their culture and history, and then to find others of their kind so that the memory of their people would not succumb into oblivion. So they are enemies of Shoggoth.
I see. And what would it be worth for you to make sure the city was cleared of them?
Well, our gratitude for one.
Do you know anything about the Star Stellae?
You notice that its eye stalks kind of perk up at the mention of the Star Stellae. And, you know, why do you ask about it?
Well, you mentioned how you were brought here for like another galaxy, right? We've come here to try to stop the same thing from happening to our world from being brought here. So we're trying to shut the Star Stellae down and deactivate them.
Assuming you go into more detail and so forth, you know, they're horrified to learn what role that the Star Stellae has played in cosmic events.
They made them originally, didn't they?
Yeah, they attribute the Star Stellae to a trigger event that, you know, led to the rebellion and so forth. And the advent of a creature they call the mutate. Mutati? Mutati, probably. T-E. Let me put that non-ACLO for everyone else. And it was an experiment with a new form of slave. Wait. I'm not sure they... Okay. Shoggoth. Okay. The Shoggoth are the enemies of these elder things, right? The Shoggoths were their slaves, and it was the Shoggoths that actually did the uprising and caused heavy damage to the city and so forth. And the elder things wanted to, you know, escape, quit fighting, find a new planet. And the Star Stelae, they do attribute as one of the trigger events that led to the Shoggoth Rebellion. And it was the creation of a creature they call the Mutati, and it was an experiment with a new form of slave that they theorized was unexpectedly affected by the Stelae, and they were actually using the Star Stelae as a power source. And then the Mutati roused the Shoggoths and actually started the insurrection. And you know, are you looking for the Star Stelae?
Yes, we're looking for 3 total. Did out of character, did we already find one earlier, or was that just some information thing?
Yeah, we kind of skipped over that for the moment.
Okay. So we found one that isn't related to anything we've done here.
Yeah, you do know where. I'm going to give you the location of the first one, because you know it was at the mansion. You had to find the musician,
Okay.
and out of game, that entire chapter was nothing more than XP. No major plot developments, you know, hey, save my children and I'll tell you where it's at.
Okay.
So, we'll end up going back and just covering the very last of that section. And, you know, well, we know where it's at, but we forbid you from going there.
Why is that?
They fear the Stelae is actually locked in a stasis field with the Mutati. And they fear that should the Mutati be released, it would organize the Shoggoths into a willing army.
So this Mutati is more dangerous than the Shoggoths?
Think of it as, you know, it's the leader of the insurrection. Might not be that much more powerful than Shoggoth, but it has a way of organizing and causing the masses to rise up.
Okay, well, if it's don't we need to take care of it eventually?
Well, it's currently contained. As long as no one messes with it, the Matati is no danger.
Well, that
So the
means
answer is yes. We as players have to deal with it eventually.
The answer is yes.
Well, I'm sure
Weird tentacle man.
I'm sure you're not saying that the risk of that releasing that creature is more important than the sanctity and survival of our entire world, right?
You want to try diplomacy on that one?
Oh, we know the answer of this then. No.
No, it is not, but it is a respectable fear to have.
Well, the solution is simple. We kill the Mutati.
Yeah, easy. We got this. Let's head there. Where is it?
You wanna try another diplomacy check on that one?
Well, he gets to do it because I can't talk to it.
Yeah, I was just making a bad Batman reference.
If you give us your assurance that you will not allow the Matati to escape or to live, we will tell you the location.
I can promise that we'll die to make sure it doesn't escape. Like, if that's enough.
Yes, that'll be enough. You know, I believe that you all are mostly honest individuals. However, I do have one small favor to ask before I tell you the location. And can you kill or drive off the Sagoth that is lurking outside the archive?
They're the one we already killed?
Let's say that sounds like it would be kind of difficult, and you're saying if we do that, then you'll help us with the Mutate?
As long as you assure me that you will not allow it to escape, that you will kill it.
Alright. I'll tap my finger against the outer wall, like give it a good poke. Alright, the Shoggoth just died.
They look at you puzzlingly.
What? It's dead.
And you know, they look out one of the windows and see indeed that the Shoggoth is dead, and they're like,
well, it should be easy for you guys.
They agree to their end of the bargain, and they show you where the Star Stella is located, and they also give you 3 small pentagonal stone chips that are cut from a pinkish translucent stone, and each one of them has one of the numbers 2, 4, and 8 engraved in Aklo. And I'm going to put them in party inventory. And they are ID'd. They're not sure precisely what they're used for, but they know that they're somehow required for the locking mechanism that to the vault that holds the star stele. You know, hey, you're going to need these to get in the vault. You're on your own.
Alright. Do you want us to release your companion over there?
He's like, I can do that. Don't want to startle him by have him see the likes of you.
We are very ugly specimens of our race, I'm afraid.
Curiosities that you are.
So what did you do before you put yourselves into this animation, if you don't mind me asking?
We've always been librarians.
So you have those books there. I assume there's once a larger library than this.
Yes, there were many before the Shoggoth Uprising. And we haven't explored a whole lot since then. And I feel sure that many of them have been destroyed.
Anything else you'd ask of us before we go? Out of curiosity or anything else?
No, but, you know, he kind of looks you eyeball to eye stalk and goes, do not allow the Mutati to escape, or you will have to deal with us.
There's a good chance it already died from me poking the wall, like the Shoggoth did. We'll just have to go find out.
Okay, so they give you,
Hakuna Matata.
the
Give us a
location.
Naughty.
I'll say in common, you know, there's some creature called the Mutati trapped near the Star Stele that they're trying to imprison, so we need to go kill it and then deactivate the Star Stele.
Sounds good.
Okay. And let me unmask a map. You know what? Fuck it. Okay, if y'all slide over to the east some more. Following their directions, you see two pentagonal structures connected by a long covered walkway standing in the center of an empty plaza, and it's surrounded by this cluster of domes and spiral towers, and both buildings are constructed from this green and black marble etched with inhuman engravings. And The larger building is topped with this dome roof with a needle-like spike at the center. And you can see this iridescent hemisphere of energy surrounding it. And it expands to the southwest wall of the smaller building. You don't see any obvious entrances or windows except for this 5-foot wide, completely enclosed wait a minute. Yeah, you don't see any way into the building except for the single door in front of you. And let's see. You can see yeah, that's actually in the room. Yeah, so you're standing outside the door. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, outside the door. We're about to go in.
Hi.
So, first of all, you want to do at least a 5-minute rest so we get rid of all these round per level buffs?
Yep, sure will.
Then, Steph, this would be a good time to start handing out the Barkskins potions like candy.
Well, I don't have that many. I've got 2 right now.
Alright, so at a minimum, I'll probably give that to like Poppy and Glissa. I don't know what kind of natural armor you two have.
I have like 3 from something.
I'll also give you an extra 2 then. You only have 3 prepared for the whole day though, Steph?
Yeah, well, I've got some shield. I've got 3 shield and 3 bark skin.
Barkskin's a level 2 spell though, right?
It is.
I thought it was level 1.
Level 2.
All this time I've had
Yeah, it's an alchemist level 2 spell. I'm like, that's why I was curious. Does that have to do with the restoration, the shield?
huh.
You should have like at least 7 of level 1 and 2 spells, right?
Okay.
How much natural armor is it giving?
5.
What was that?
Check how much.
So yeah, it should be level 2, but for now, I'd make sure I give it to Poppy and Glissa at a minimum.
I have something better I can put on myself.
Oh, you do? What is that?
Iron skin.
Are we using that?
I haven't been because it's something I would buff before combat.
Wait a minute, are we using spells from the Monster Codex? Is that one of the allowed sources?
Oh, is it not an allowed book?
No.
Yeah, some bark skin got shoved into my level 1 spells. I don't know how that happened.
Weird.
Guys, I gotta step away for just a minute. I'll be right back.
That's fine.
Alright.
So was I not putting this on Glissa?
No, go ahead and do that, it looks like.
All right, Glissa, you're bark skinned. You are Groot.
I'll just try to hang back a bit more since I'm not gonna have it. I still have the 32 AC, which isn't terrible. In the future, if you're able to have at least 4 available, that would definitely be helpful. I don't know if you have, like, what do you have at level 2, like all lesser restoration or something?
Well, I had lesser. I have 6 second level spells I can cast. I have 3 lesser restoration and now 3 bark skin. So I can, because alchemists don't cast jack shit.
Shouldn't you have 5 and then you have another one from intellect 2 and then another one from intellect 6? So that's 7, right? You have 8 intelligence modifier currently, right?
Get it. I get plus 1 or plus 2 because I'm more intelligent.
You should have, right now, going by the alchemist chart, you should have 7 level 1s, 7 level 2, 7 level 3s, 6 level 4s, and 4 level 5s.
So 7 1, 7 2. How many 3?
7 3.
7 3s. And 6 and 5?
6 and 4. If you once you go up to 9 intelligence, you would have 1 more from the 5th level slots and an extra level 1 slot.
Okay. So I do not have I do not have all those spells. So I can add another bark skin.
Hooray!
And then I need another let's see here. I guess another enlarged person. So I have 1 bark skin left. Does anybody else need a bark skin?
The only other person would be Enza, who I'm pretty sure is preferring not to get attacked in melee if possible.
Yeah, why don't you hold on to it just in case?
Three months of character catch-up.
Everybody is barked.
What was that?
Everybody is barked.
Okay.
Oh, and here come the pack of wild dogs who have got to pee.
Is that a problem at your home? Wild dogs inside, peeing everywhere?
No, not really.
Just today.
Just today.
I'm
Remember
gonna
what
go,
we up north
I'm gonna go ahead and
cabin-
invest in Poppy and Gliss and put freedom of movement on them. Please don't make me regret.
Wow.
I use monstrous physique to turn into a tick-belong. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Close enough.
What I look like for those curious. Also, you want to make me large?
Yeah, sure will. Oh, that's cute.
I'm a very cute dog thingy.
Edward?
Shut up.
Jokes. They're only funny when no one gets them.
Get that joke?
You shut your mouth. It will never not be too soon for those jokes.
And I don't have a clue what the hell you're all talking about.
That's we move on.
Metal Alchemist.
Okay, so you're standing out front of a locked door.
Okay.
You can see that there are some sigils that have been carved in the door. But you can see that a more recent set has been gouged over the existing marks, but you know, they're semi-covered with ice and snow.
Okay. Is there any inference we should probably make about that?
Just saying, there's fresher markings that are covered in ice and snow if you'd like to brush them off and read them.
Okay.
And the marks are in Aklo and read, "The death we created is now our ruin, and it waits."
Now you hate it, and you create death.
No, because you're dead, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Sucks
Alright,
up until that moment, to be honest,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Alright, who's ready to go meet their death, I guess?
I mean, fuck it, aren't we always?
I got 5 bombs. I'm ready to rock.
Once we're about to head inside, I'm gonna drink the potion of squeeze.
My grandmother always said you never really live until you die.
So, who wants to open the locked door?
I assume we take a look at it to make sure it doesn't look like it's rigged with, like, a trap.
No, you are not seeing any obvious traps. You do notice that in order to unlock it, you need a strange 5-sided key or a rod.
Didn't they give us one of those? The older thing back at the temple?
They did give you 3, but none of them seem to be a perfect match.
And that's the only lock that we see on it?
Yes.
Is it safe to assume if they had something that fit this, that they probably would have given it to us?
Yes, that would be correct.
How sturdy does the door look?
Pretty sturdy. No one has disabled device.
I thought you said we couldn't unlock it otherwise. I thought you would have it was like a magical lock only. I mean, I Steph can give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot, Steph.
Alright.
Dominate person on the door. Do it?
We call Steph the subtle lockpicker.
Wait,
here.
fucking, what are you guys doing? I just fucking cast Pass Door on it. What are we fucking doing here?
Sure, take my thunder. You suck.
Do you want to try? I'll let you try.
No, it's too late. No, it's fine. No, you got past whatever. You got past
It's actually Phase Door.
Pass kidney stone. Go ahead. Pass kidney stone.
You give it a go. I'm gonna wait for you.
No, I'm done now. No. Pout. Pout. Gonna pout. What am I doing again?
Door to the entrance to the laboratory. We're asking the subtle lockpicker to try to open it before we unleash Poppy on her or something.
Oh, I was gonna pass bowel movement. Okay. That's a disabled device, right?
Correct.
And Steph, you fumble with it for just a couple of seconds, and the door does unlock.
Fumble risky. Fumble-aya.
Okay.
Alright, in we go.
Entering the room, you see stone panels engraved with small sigils and
Okay, I'm
runes
scared. Let's leave.
that blink with a rainbow of colors filling 3/4 of this 5-sided room. And the outline of a 5-sided door with no lock or handles is seen in the southwest wall. Naturally, the door you just walked in through. And the walls and floors are constructed of a smooth green and black marble. And the air is cold and stale, but it is warmer than it is outside.
Right, let's go in.
Okay, you enter the room and nothing happens.
Alright, what do we see inside the room at this point? Oh, is that the northern room there?
Yeah, right there where you're at is you see the control panels with strange blinking lights.
Which are the control panels in this room? Because there's like a western thing, a southern thing, and a northeast. Are those all 3 different sections of control panels, or what?
Yes, control panels are on 3 of the 5 walls.
Okay, and then what about to the southwest? What's on that door? Assuming that's a door, and not an invisible door that we're not supposed to see, like in the passage before.
That is a door with no locks, no handles.
Is there anything that we can tell about it at all? Or does it just look completely sealed, as far as we can tell?
Yeah, that's all you can tell about it. It's completely sealed.
Okay, if we look at the control panels, is there any hint from looking at those as to a way to open the door?
Okay, yeah, let's make perception checks, please. Okay, Rampage, the panel where you're at, you see a small pinkish translucent 5-sided piece of stone on one of the control panels, and it's blending in really well with the other strange buttons and symbols, but it's like the ones that Archivist gave you. And you can see etched on its surface in ACLO is the number 7.
Like this.
So if I
Hardcore's hard.
put the one the archivist gave us
Get it, Morgan?
up to it,
you can see that they match in the same way. But, you know, other than it being on the control panel, you really don't see anywhere to use it.
but is it something that could be manipulated like a button or something?
No. It's just laying on the control panel, just blending in.
Is it part of the control panel? Like, can I pick it up?
Yeah, you sure can.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I thought it was part of the control panel. I was supposed to do something with it. Okay, yeah.
No,
I'll pick it up.
it's just laying there and just blends in really well.
Oh, okay. I'm taking it. Oh, yeah. That's mine.
Good by
And
you.
it's in the party sheet.
All right.
Okay. So we have 4 chips of number 2, 4, 7, and 8 currently. And is that the only chip like that we see in the room, or are there multiple ones?
That is the only chip that you see in the room.
Okay. With my ability to currently understand Elder Thing, is there any pattern or thing I can decipher about the control panels? Like, is there something that it seems we should be doing that isn't just use Dimension Door to get past the door?
Okay, not sure how to explain this. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Okay, does anybody have trap finding?
No.
Unless Steph has it, I don't think so.
I mean, isn't that a perception function?
Nope. Its own thing.
Oh, there's a specific thing called trap finding.
I do not have trap finding.
Okay.
Okay,
Disable magic trap.
yeah, the only other option would be to actually try to open the door.
So without trap finding and the ability to disable magic traps, there's no way for us to get past the door short of breaking it or teleporting past it?
That is correct.
Hey, was the
Okay.
dimension door past it?
And so, how many dimension doors do you have available?
Lot.
Alright,
All
let's
four
use
spells.
yours right for now, yeah.
Oh, I wanted to break it down.
Well, if there's stuff on the other side that should stay in there, maybe we should leave the door open.
How many people can I,
So stupid.
You can, if you're level 15, you can bring along 5, which is good.
Okay.
Because this is large, and this I think counts as 2. So
Well, is Glyph always large? That was Rage thing.
no, it's you cast monstrous physique.
Oh, that's smart. Okay. Well, maybe not smart right now, but...
So, but fortunately, at level 15 exactly, you can still take 3 other people plus a large creature.
Okay! Then let's fucking do this! I teleport us... like, I guess? Like, hopefully there's not, like, a wall on the other side or some shit. I just gotta guess, like, 10 feet forward.
We probably want to be in like a straight line doing the teleport too.
Yeah, I assume it's like a hallway. Some.
Okay,
We
so you all are on the other side of the hall of the door now. Just for shits and giggles, Steph, can I get you to make a perception roll followed by a disable device? Steph would have got you through the door without setting off the sterilizing flame trap.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
Maximized fireball.
I killed the cannon.
Well, now we don't have to worry about it.
Absolutely. And okay, you find yourself in a long, narrow corridor headed southwest. And ahead of you, you can make out a large chamber.
Let's go to the chamber.
Okay.
Okay, you see that this large pentagonal chamber has a curved dome-like ceiling that reaches 45 feet above the floor at its highest point. And okay, that would bring you out. Okay. You see a 5-foot ledge that runs along all 5 walls, and it's roughly 20 feet high from the floor that it's overlooking. There is no railing along the ledge, nor is there a ramp or a staircase that extends to the lower floor. And on the floor you can see 2 ramps descending sharply down corridors to the east and west, while a level hallway runs to the south. And the marble walls and floor are damp and cold, and there's a faint musty smell in the air, like wet animals and chemicals.
Oh, my favorite smells.
Okay. Do we notice anything of interest besides the obvious? Do we find any more of those chips?
No, you don't.
Okay. My vote is we look at the thing on the same level before we head down below. Any objections?
Sure.
Alright, we look down in the southern room here.
Okay, let me close a few windows. Okay, this level corridor runs south, and it terminates in a dead end. And looking at the southern wall, you can see a hair-thin outline that suggests that it is actually separate from the corridor. However, there's no physical mechanism to move it. And markings are precisely etched on the surface of the door. And you see a pentagon is engraved plainly on the surface with a sigil on in its one more time. You see a pentagon engraved plainly on the surface of the door with a sigil in its center. At each exterior point of the pentagon and at the middle of each straight line is a small 5-sided indentation, as if designed to accept some object inserted into each of its 10 slots. And Eric, knowing ACLO, you know that the symbol in the pentagon center is the number 19.
Okay, so when you say that there's a hair-thin outline that suggests separate from the quarter... Oh, no, I see what you're saying. So we don't actually see the room below that, is what you're saying, right?
Correct. You're there at a door.
Okay. So the middle thing is 19, okay. Anything else we noticed?
Just that the middle symbol is 19, and
what's around the number 19 again?
Around the number 19, you have a pentagon that's been engraved in the door. And in the middle of each one of the straight lines is a small 5-sided indentation, as if designed to accept some object inserted in each of the 10 slots.
Do they line up
So-
with those 4 chips we found so far?
You line up to 3 of them. 8 plus 7 plus 4 is 19.
Stupid man.
If it's a pentagon, though, it's probably every single side has to add up to that or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, you try putting 3 of them up, see what happens.
I doubt it would do anything.
Just to be on the safe side, we should make Poppy do it.
Do they look like they'd fit those numbered chip things we found so far?
Yes. Would you like to do an intelligence check?
Okay, like me, everyone, myself, and staff.
Let's go you. Since you're the brains of the operation.
I'm pretty sure Enzo and Steph are actually both more intelligent than I am.
Whoa, easy there.
Offense to that.
How are you offended by that?
What? Blitz isn't coming up with all the ideas?
I like to keep
With
the
her
bar
knowing
low.
it-
I'm not saying you're dumb, Glissa, but I don't think
I'm
you have
pretty
18
sure you're saying I'm
intelligence.
dumb.
I'm guessing your intelligence is probably 16 or less, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
You could still be
Look at
very,
this guy
very smart.
stereotyping blood ragers.
Okay,
Don't you mean blood mages?
Yes, that.
Eric, you're studying the door and talking with the party, and you decide to insert the tokens that the archivist gave you in a manner that comes up to 19. And
We only have like 4 of them right now.
yeah, I'm gonna copy and paste.
Wow, just giving us the answer. We don't even get to try.
That's why I made you do the intelligence check. I'm still not sure what the fuck the answer is. Why are
The
there...
answer is like that right there. Those all the sides add up to 19. Like 10 plus 1 plus 8 is 19. 8 plus 5 plus 6 is 19. 6 plus 4 plus 9 is 19, etc.
So we need all the chips to open the door.
Yeah, looks like we need the numbers 1 through 10, and then you can combine them in a pattern like that, and that'll add up to 19 on all 5 sides.
So how do they expect you to get through the door when you only have 4 chips?
I'm pretty sure there's the other 6 that are hidden throughout the laboratory. It's like a Zelda dungeon. You gotta go find the other 6.
That's probably true. So, shall we go find the other 6?
Alright, let's go find the other 6.
Now that you know how to open the door, which I was going to give you anyway. So, east or west?
Well, whichever way Poppy feels like going.
Left.
Okay.
Always go left.
Okay. Entering this room, you see 2 large glassy cylinders, large enough to hold a person, occupying the west side of this pentagonal-shaped room. Each cylinder has a transparent door set with hinges and a door handle on both sides. You see a steel ramp, a steep ramp exits the room on the east side and leads up to a higher floor. And an odd 5-sided corridor whose ceiling rises to a point exits to the northeast. And oh, okay, got it. And you are not alone when you enter the room.
Oh,
You
hey,
s-
it's another one of these guys.
Yes, you see another elder thing, and
We need to help him. He's fallen. He can't get up on his own. Is anyone else thinking of like for a fallen paladin? Now it's like, help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
What's the tentacle version of the clapper?
Okay, you see the elder thing, and as you walk into the room, you hear it cry out, and it starts to move towards you. So let's make initiative rolls again.
Wow. Is it clear that it's not friendly?
It is very clear it is not friendly.
Look, I know that you're really enjoying this Swintermute, but I'm going to request that we take Poppy and we unwrap her from all the grappling Shogoth tentacles that are still on her. Can we ungrapple her at this point, maybe? Please? Yay! Poppy, how much dexterity do you have?
Well, I didn't dump anything, so probably No, I have 15.
Can you do another initiative roll just as a little experiment?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense, actually. I don't know what I was thinking anyway. Can you put Poppy back up to, it should be 21?
Poppy goes to 21.
Yay.
Okay, Steph, you see this elder thing coming.
I do want to be clear, Poppy, that's still not old enough to drink for a gnome. You have to be at least 40.
I'm 84. Poppy's 84.
Oh, I thought you were 21. Okay.
Okay, so
I'm figuring you're probably closer toward the group.
No, he actually he
yeah.
wandered off on his own on the eastern side. He left us behind, I think.
I think I'm going to hold my action until after Eric goes, so I know more about it. And there's a bunch of people in my way anyway, so.
I mean, from what I can see over Glisso's shoulders or under Glisso's legs or something, I don't know. I mean, it looks like an elder thing. Is there something that seems wrong with it, or?
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be, Okay, out of game for a moment because I have no idea how to explain this. When the laboratory was put into stasis, two researchers were trapped inside with the mutate and were converted to juju zombies.
Well, that didn't seem particularly difficult to explain.
Well, I was just trying not to say, hey, they're juju zombies, but yes, they are elder thing juju zombies. They have DR10 adamantine. They're immune to cold, electricity, immune to spell, I guess, and that's spell resistance. And they resist 10 fire. Let's see. Ah, okay, I get it. They do have some spell casting abilities. They are able to hibernate at will, and they do have limited starflight. But other than that, they seem to be fairly normal elder things. Except for being juju zombies.
Okay, but I can obviously tell that this thing is
It
hostile.
looks like undead and very wrong, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have no doubt.
Given that one dude at the library is the only experience with these things that I probably have, but okay.
No, you met another one back in Act 2 at Thrushmore Tear. I think it was like under the fort, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
Of course, that was like a year and a half ago real life, so I wouldn't expect you to remember that.
Yeah.
Another lifetime.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna take a 5-foot step.
I would not suggest waiting because that gives it a turn to go before
Can you
I
find
get
step
to
there
go, so.
instead? Thanks.
5-foot step there.
You're gonna let this like horse-headed weird thing tell you what to do, Poppy?
Yeah, because that horse-headed weird thing can probably hit that shit harder than I can.
And I didn't tell him, I asked him nicely.
I was one
Case in point.
1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Better than none.
Apparently it was resisting some stuff. Is it like a zombie trait or something? Like slashing weapons only?
He said it had DR something adamantine.
Yeah,
DR10.
DR10.
So to charge you have to be able to move at least 10 feet, correct?
When you say it has DR10 adamantine, is that stone skin by any chance?
Yes, it is.
Poppy, what kind of weapon do you have in terms of its enhancement bonus?
Cold eye. Plus. Shit, hang on. Plus 5 cold iron.
Okay, so if you have +5, then that'll count as adamantine and should bypass its DR then.
So should I just add adamantine as a tag?
You should, every single tag I have on mine, you should have on yours. Except the piercing, it would be bludgeoning, obviously.
So magic cold iron. So magic through adamantine, I should.
Yep. Well, and yes, and good, evil, lawful, chaotic as well, because it's +5 weapons. It'll bypass those DR as well. Why are you applying that right there, Aglissa, the enlarged person?
Wrong one. But, so anyway, you have to be able to charge at least 10 feet, correct, to charge?
Correct.
Oops. Wrong button again. Okay, then I will rage. For my spell, I will cast Long Arm on myself.
And he did have some temporary hit points which absorbed your damage.
Okay.
See what was missing on this guy. Well, 24 missed, 42 hits. That's not a really good indicator. I'll pop power attack anyway.
So you're starting up long arm as your spell.
Yep, from rage.
Does that stack with mirror image? Like once your rage ends, does it cancel out the previous one?
It doesn't say. I don't think. Let me double check. I mean, I'm pretty sure that mirror image should be gone anyway by now. It's been way more than 15 minutes. If it's still on me, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, it lasts for the duration of the blood rage. So once your blood rage ended, it would finish.
And it's gone anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Why would it be immune to crits?
Don't.
But I don't think it had 50 temporary hit points after it got hit already, right? So like, I'm trying to figure out how to
yeah. The difference was the temporary hit points.
Oh, it had 50 temporary hit points or so.
Yep.
That's a lot of temporary hit points. Okay.
Oh, no, wait.
Like, I'm trying to think of anything that gives even remotely close to that, and I'm blanking.
Oh, that reminds me. I forgot. Well, my rage gets 60.
7. That would be.
Did you really just have to heal it, Glissa?
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. It should be set to self.
I give my rage to the researcher.
Okay. You healed it.
Well, you just delete the temp hit points.
Let's see. Where was it at?
All of its temp hit points should have been gone from my attacks. So you just get rid of the 60 I just gave it.
Okay. So I'm gonna zap. Apply your damn damage.
Wait, did you remove all the damage?
Yeah, he still had. Let's see. There's.
Okay, are you sure you want me to reapplying these damages? Now he's heavy.
Okay, if we assume that 10 is being subtracted from every single hit, which I'm not sure it's supposed to be, but let's just say it is for a second. Okay, let's just go with this just to make the numbers easier. So if we're subtracting 10 from each hit, from the hits he's had so far, he should have 163 wounds minus whatever his temporary hit points were. So what were temporary hit points?
Okay, so he should have 163 wounds.
And then you can put on whatever temporary hit points you're supposed to have, and that'll be close enough.
Okay, so he is there. Yeah, I misread boss life.
Ah. Were you giving like 1d8 plus level, or 1d8 per level or something?
I gave him 1d10 per level.
It is a little different.
Yeah, it was a little different. So yes, he is halfway
I mean,
wounded.
if he can use it like that, right? Fair trade. I'll take it.
I'm sure you would. So, okay, we are right. He's taken 146 damage.
Okay. Now we all died to a barrage of bombs.
Okay, anything else you're doing, Glissa? That was it?
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell that it starts to cast a spell.
Does Poppy get an attack of opportunity?
Uh,
Also, isn't Glissa closer? Or is, oh, and Glissa's... Oh, you're long-arming it. So Glissa would get an attack of opportunity too, right?
But we cast it defensively.
Or is he casting defensively?
no, go ahead and take them.
What spell is it we're asking?
Greater invisibility.
Oh yeah, would rather he didn't do that, but
Also, I have disruptive, I think.
Well, it's not casting defensively, so I don't think it matters, but Glissa's presumably taking her attack of opportunity. If Glissa's there.
Sorry. Taking care of something. Attack of opportunity?
Yes.
I still get power attack from that, right?
But it has to have power attack, in fact. You can't turn it off.
Not the best rolls, but okay.
At least it wasn't the other way around.
Okay, so... I need to do a caster level check.
Well... I don't think you want to hear the answer to this, but he has to make a 10 plus 38 plus 4 DC concentration check. So that's DC 52.
he's got this.
Oh yeah, he only felt it by half. Okay. In that case, we're gonna take a 5-foot step back. And Enzo.
I'll step into the line so I can see it. Kinda. Doesn't really matter for this spell. Oh, that won't work. 6. Stomp. Oh, this makes this a little bit harder. I magic missile. How many of these do I get? Get 5, okay. Ah!
Ooh.
Are Juju zombies immune to? Oh, I guess I probably should have told him that, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Immune to what?
Juju
Force?
zombies are immune to magical missiles specifically. Not immune to force, immune to magic missile. I
Well,
believe.
shit. This thing is really bad because it's like immune to almost everything I can do, and then the other stuff I can do, you guys are standing in the way. So
I'll just.
Who
Run
guys?
forward.
Everyone but up until just now, everyone but me was behind you.
I'll just run up and try to stab the thing, I guess. Hooray.
I'm so glad there's another one.
Well, you
Are we
gotta
still in
ruin the
combat
surprise,
at this point,
man.
or?
Yes, we are going to, this is a good stopping point, but we are going to, leave it in the combat tracker.
Okay.
Well, hopefully we'll all be around next weekend.
I'll be here.
I will be too.
I'll be here.
I plan to be here.
Alright, same time next week, folks.
Same batch.